Okay. Am I audible? Thanks very much, Speaker. Good morning, councillors. The senior management of the municipality, accounting officer, the MM, together with your team, the HOD of the Department of Turnover, together with your team. Thanks for the opportunity, Speaker. I'm going to be very short because I'm just intending to outline the purpose of the meeting. I want to believe that you know. I'm going to be very short, Speaker, because I'm just outlining the purpose of our presence here. Firstly, let me confirm that we are not interacting with the municipality for the first time, Speaker. We have interacted with the municipality before, with the councillors, and I will go to that point just now. And appreciate and recognize the presence of all the councillors who are here. This meeting is long overdue.
Speaker, we're supposed to meet. We had to postpone the meeting, but I'm happy that today we are meeting, and like I said, I'm accompanied by the HOD of the department together with the team, Dr. Bole. Now, before, Speaker, I deal with the matter in terms of the approach as per the agenda. We will outline the purpose of the meeting. Dr. Bole will take us through the presentation. We will then allow councillors to make inputs or to ask questions. Then from there we close the meeting as per the agenda item in terms of doing the vote of thanks by the mayor. Now, Speaker, if we all go to the Municipal Systems Act as our Bible, I want to refer you to Chapter 10 of the Provincial
National Monitoring and Standard Setting in terms of Section 105. It says the provincial monitoring of municipalities. One, the MEC for local government in a province must establish mechanism, processes and procedure in terms of Section 155 subsection 6 of the Constitution. One, to monitor municipalities in the province in managing their own affairs, exercising their powers and performing their functions. B, monitor the development of local government capacity in the province. And C, assess the support needed by municipality to strengthen their capacity to manage their own affairs, exercise their powers, and perform their functions. And I want to leave it there. You can go further and read number 2 of it. I'm doing this, Speaker, so that members understand, because we talk about the 3 spheres of government. And we talk about the 3 arms of state. So it's important to understand this. And sometimes we get contestation about the interference by the provincial or national government in the affairs of the other sphere of government, not especially the local government. Sometimes we are told that municipalities are independent. But we only leave it there. So it's important that sometimes when we make reference in total. I think I'm clear on that, but I want councillors to do a further reading on the matter. Now, as you alluded, Speaker, we are here as the province to communicate our decision. We are here as the province to communicate our decision. In terms of, before I go to the decision, I must indicate that we have received a letter from the minister directing us to intervene in the municipality, applying the applicable legislative framework in terms of playing that oversight role that I've just referred to. Now, Section 106 of the Municipal Systems Act, which relates to the non-performance and maladministration in municipality, reads as: 1. If an MEC has a reason to believe that a municipality in a province cannot or does not fulfill a statutory obligation binding on that municipality, or that maladministration, fraud, corruption, or any other serious malpractices has occurred or is occurring in a municipality, in a province, the MEC must, 1, by a written notice to the municipality, request the municipal council or municipal manager to provide the MEC with information required in the notice, or if the MEC consider it necessary, designate a person or persons to investigate the matter. The MEC must table a report detailing the outcome of the investigation in the relevant provincial legislature within 90 days from the date of which the MEC designated a person or 8 persons to investigate the matter, and must simultaneously send a copy of such report to the Minister, the Minister of Finance, and the National Council of Provinces. Now we are here today to come and invoke this section that I've just referred to. Now, in terms of our agenda, Chairperson, I'm going to allow through you the HOD of the department to take us through in terms of the issues that we want to focus on as part of implementing the legislative framework. And then from there, we will then introduce the person or persons that we have identified to can conduct this investigation for us. But like I said, that the investigation in terms of the prescript of the law is that it must be done within 90 days, so there are time frames with regard to that. So that's the purpose of the meeting. So even when we discuss, we must discuss and confine our discussion based on what we are presenting. So at this stage, I want to request the HOD, who is an accounting officer of the department, to take us through the presentation or the focus. And thanks very much, HOD.
No, thank you very much, MEC, Speaker, the Mayor, Councillors, the accounting officer, management of the institution. MEC, without wasting any time, the focus of the investigation are 9, and we are going to take you through the focus of the investigation one by one so that our councillors understand them correctly. And our councillors, of course, the expectation from them is that they will then support the smooth running of the investigation. The first one that the investigation is going to focus on is the issue around the duplicate payment of service providers by municipal officials. One of the source documents being Section 52, quarterly report in terms of Municipal Finance Management Act. And the focus is going to be on the 2022-2023, 2023-2024 financial years. The second focus area is around forensic reports on investigations conducted in the municipality. The allegation is that they are not being processed by municipal council. There must be certainty around the investigation reports in the records of the municipality for the past 5 financial years and their action status to date. Recommend a course of action to be pursued emanating for such reports, if any. Number 3, unlawful changing of bulk accounts on the system of the municipality, which resulted, amongst others, payment of the amount due to City of Tshwane being paid into fraudulent account. The employees that were charged for these allegations were reinstated without proper investigations being undertaken. To appraise the history of this matter and how it was dealt with and concluded, if any, and recommend the appropriate course of action that needs to be instituted to address the discovered anomalies. Number 4, irregular appointment of 2 companies responsible for ICT support in the municipality, namely Intelligence Everywhere and Sizwe, which continue to be paid for the same services. Establish whether the appointment of these companies was done in accordance with the prescript of Section 217 of the Constitution. Allegation number 4, irregular appointment of 2 companies responsible for ICT support in the municipality, namely Intelligence Everywhere and Sizwe, which continue to be paid for the same services. Establish whether the appointment of these companies was done in accordance with the prescript of Section 217 of the Constitution, MFMA and its regulations on supply chain and SCM policy. Advice on the consequence that needs to be undertaken, if any, and uncover the transgressions which might be discovered in the process. Allegation number 5, irregular appointment of employees which has been identified by amongst other oversight bodies is AG. The internal audit prepared a report on this matter. However, the report was never been processed by the municipal council. Ascertain whether there is a report prepared by the internal audit on this matter and whether it has been processed by the municipal council. Advise on the course of action to be instituted, if any, in addressing this failure. Allegation number 6, irregular appointment of security companies in the municipality. Appraise the history of procurement of security companies for the past 5 financial years in the municipality. advise on the course of action to be instituted in case procurement anomalies are identified. Allegation number 7, failure by the municipality to adhere to the conditions applicable to grant expenditure in terms of Schedule 4 or 5 of DORA for the past 5 financial years. These grants are MEC, RBIC, WISIF, INEP. Identify failures on expenditure and management of these grants, cause of such failures, and remedial measures provided in our law. Allegation number 8, failure by council to convene statutory sittings that undermine the statutory duty of the council to process prescribed item in terms of the local government legislative scheme. The last allegation is failure by Section 79 and Section 80 committees to convene statutory meetings as prescribed by the applicable legislation and rules of order for the council, thus undermining the functionality of committee system in the municipality. Thank you very much, Elisa.
Thank you very much, HOD. I will now hand over to the MEC.
Thank you very much, Speaker. We therefore, Speaker, would like to introduce the investigating team. As I present them before you, I present Munyane Kali from the Kali attorneys. This is the man, Speaker, together with his team, will be conducting the investigation. And as said, these are allegations, as the HOD was saying, it is alleged. And we want them to focus on these areas to ascertain if indeed there was contravention, then they must recommend the course of action that needs to be taken. Lastly, Speaker, we want to appreciate the commitment from your side as the presiding officer, committing the council and councillors that there will be, including administration, there would be full cooperation from councillors as and when they are called, either individually or collectively, to provide whatever information that may be of assistance to the investigating team. We want to appreciate that. And we are hoping that within 3 months, we shall have received the report so that we can process some of these things and save councillors and officials from allegations that are being made out there. So there must be certainty that these matters were looked at, and here is an official, authentic report that has been subjected to processes of the law, and somebody can vouch for that particular report. So that's briefly, shortly, Chair, the reason why we are here. And thanks very much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, MEC.